Welcome back. And so we have joining us representatives of the 60 individuals who reportedly were promised employment and were asked to resign by the CBN. That's in 2023, towards the end of the last administration. But the employment never came through. So their representatives, Mr. Ali Benedict and Mr. Yakubu Abdullah, join us on the program. One joins us virtually and the other joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Ali Benedict, I wonder if you're the one joining from our Abuja studio. I'd like to start with you, Mr. Abdullah. I think it's Mr. Abdullah who joins us from our Abuja studio. Who are these 60 individuals? How did you come together, under one umbrella, being the aggrieved who, have a case against the CBN following this failed employment that should have come through? Mr. Ali Benedict is the one who joins us from our Abuja studio. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for having me here. As time goes on, maybe more of the details will come up. But then, when you have a common denominator, in this instance, maybe denial of employment, because I want to put the record straight. These employment letters were offered between June, for those that have cited, between June and August. Specifically, mine is 28th of August 2023. And then the current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR is already on seat. So it wasn't during the tenure of the former president that I was employed. But how we came about to be together as one, because, we, over a period of about 26 to 28 months, we started asking, maybe from conversation, who is among those that were employed by CBN that they have not been posted. Because the employment procedure, we at various times, for my case, over 6 years, I've submitted an application at the headquarters of the Central Bank of Nigeria. And I don't know how an order submitted, but a lot of people submitted. And randomly, I was called from the Human Resource, and I was email was sent to me. And I was also called, but I think HR7, that was the HR7 at CBN.org, that I should respond. Initially, we were thinking it's fraudster, but remembering that I have already applied some time ago, we started communicating, wrote a formal, very difficult exam. I'm a pharmacist by training, and that looked like one of the most difficult exams I've ever written. And they can go back to the question paper and allow any pharmacist to have access to it. Wrote exam. They say we passed the written exam, communicated us, set a day for interview with the board of interviewers. There are about 7 people were interviewed. They called us again that were passed. Were invited to come to Abuja, their CBN clinic, at the clinic headquarters there. They conducted a series of tests, including COVID-19 vaccination, were made to take the vaccination and other tests, series of tests. We did the test, we left, they called us again that we passed the test. And after like 2-3 months, we were called to come to the headquarters of Central Bank of Nigeria here in Abuja to collect our employment letter. And at the gate, our name were properly documented, we were given tag, we went to, I think, 7th floor, the Human Resource, we got our letters, did the documentation, and we were asked to await posting. Mine was in August 2023. For there are other people that their letter was dated June. So between June 2023 and August 2023, several people were employed. As of the point of this report, I don't know exactly whether the people are 60-something, but I know when we just created a platform and we asked for people's detail, I think the last number I saw was 59, and afterwards, 1 or 2 people called. So nobody knows exactly. It's a matter of maybe as the thing was going public, it's okay. Do you know anybody that did this in? People were being added. So it is not an issue of wrong employment or an issue of having challenges with employment. We have been employed with our employment letters here, as is shown on the screen. So it's not an issue of being employed. We have been employed We have done our documentation, done the clinicals, everything. We are waiting posting, and we're very ready to work. But when we were patient, 1 month gone, 2 months gone, 3 months gone, 4 months gone, we just feel that we cannot just sit down and leave our fate in somebody's hand. We don't know who is determining it. But we waited for too long, about 20, some people waited between 28 months and 32 months. Now I've been waiting. So our cry is just simple. We have been employed, we should be posted to work because several people have been made to resign from their various work. We are doing work at different places. The majority are working in the banking sector. Some are working in other government parastatal and raising to even up to the point of assistant director. And they left the job to come and take this job and serve the nation in that capacity of working at the Central Bank of Nigeria.
All right, let's take it to Mr. Let's take it to Mr. Abdullah now, who has joined us virtually. Tell us your own side to the story, and would also like to get a better sense of how all 60 of you came together and how it happens that all 60 are aggrieved. They didn't get this employment.
All right, good morning. I'm happy to be here. How the 60 of us came together? Well, I think I've met a few people when I went to collect my own offer letter in the headquarters in Abuja. And that was how we exchanged numbers. We didn't know that we'll end up in one group today like this, you know? But regardless, I mean, I thank God we exchanged numbers, because if we didn't, we would have been all lost today thinking what happened, what about the rest, maybe they got it or not. So we got our letters and we left. You know, we decided to open a group chat just to be updating each other what's going on. You know, we didn't know that we were in for a very long ride, you know. But yeah, it's been almost 3 years now and we're still waiting. We're still waiting.
It's been 2 years and not one out of the 60 has moved on or secured another job.
I doubt.
All right.
I doubt, because if there was, you know, I doubt.
All right, Mr. Benedict, talk to us about what you're hearing from the Human Resource Department or the Publicity Department of the Apex Bank. What are they saying about the status of all 60 of you?
There's no direct communication. The communication have ceased, I think, around from September 2023. So we are left to work with speculations and assumptions. And at a point, we heard that we should wait, because we have communicated them 2 times. But there's no response from them. And at a point, we became restless. Because what we hear, they say that in the tradition of the CBN, that they will call us, we should hold on, that the time have not elapsed. But it's not an official communication to us. Yeah, so I can say that the CBN is not communicating with us properly.
All right. All right.
In that regard.
As we wind down, in 60 seconds, Mr. Abdullah, what is the resolve of the group of 60? What do you plan to do, especially since communication from the representation of the bank has ceased?
We decided to go media, and we are still appealing. We can only appeal, to be honest. This is our country. This is where we want to be successful. This is where we want all our experience and our education that we gathered all around the world to come and make an impact here. So we're just appealing to the governor, to the president, to Minister of Finance, anybody who can help, just to look into our matter. To be honest, we are still good citizens. We don't want to do anything bad. We are still here to appeal for our jobs. It's as simple as that. Please, anybody. We are just appealing. Thank you.
All right, that's well presented, and we hope that, you know, a representative of the CBN will respond to some of these concerns that have been put forward by the representatives of this 60 who were promised employment and had in fact been presented with provisional employment letters, but since then they haven't heard anything. Mr. Ali Benedict and Mr. Yakubu Abdullah have spoken for the group of 60 that got provisional letters of employment from Nigeria's Apex Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria, but have since not been asked to resume. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming on the program.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And here's where we drop the anchor on the program today. Thank you so much for being there. We'll be back again tomorrow for another edition. I am Bukola Koka.
And I'm Jeffrey Uzoma. Remember, Sunrise Daily is up at the very top of the hour. Join them to follow up on the big happenings in the polity and in politics. I'm Jeffrey Uzoma. Bye-bye.